Hey guys, how's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are having a great day. It's good to be back. I'm just testing my mic right now, seeing if everything's working, and if it's working, we may. Hey guys. Oh shoot, it's working. So, if it's working well, I may have to keep the mic right here while I'm flying so I can talk to you guys. And yeah, it should be fun. So we're right here in the Southwest Airlines 737-800. And what's special about this plane is that actually, at least this version, you can at least install a HUD. And the HUD's a game changer because it shows everything like your speed, your altitude, your angle of attack, your glide slope, your heading, your vertical speed, your ground speed, your ILS number, and also your heading up here as well as down here. And then yeah. And then actually what this is for is like, even if this main part is on here, depending on how fast you are, you're probably going to be going down. So this just tells you how fast or how high you're climbing, and if you're climbing at all. If this is level with this big line right here, then basically you're not going to be gaining altitude or losing altitude. So right now I'm climbing with 1,050 feet per minute, even though I have selected 1,000 feet per minute. I have my autopilot on, and then I have my vertical speed at 1,000 feet per minute. That means I'm going up 1,000 feet every minute. And my altitude, my ending altitude will be 35,000 feet. And I have LNAV on, which is basically just following the map. And we can see that I am 498 nautical miles away from Charlotte. And I took off from Miami. Crazy weather in Miami. But we'll see what kind of weather it is. It's looking a bit cloudy down there. But yeah, I'm really excited to have learned the PMDG 737. I've had it for a long time, but I haven't really done it like to this extent. And I can actually show you some of my favorite views. So if I go to showcase mode, you can see it's a nice, lovely wing view. But then I can also get a nice let's see, what seems nice. How about another wing view? This is the right wing. Looking pretty nice. And then we can also do from the other side the same kind of position, just right over the center of the wing. Number 4 is the one that I always use because I really like it. The in front of the wing, I think it looks really nice. And then we have the same thing except from the opposite side, looking over the right engine. And then we have a further view from the left wing. Pretty nice. And then we also have the behind the wing, pretty far back. Then we have the same. Oh shoot! Oh, this is like the classic tail view. This is on several of the big planes, like the A380, for example. The pilots actually use that. And then on the TVs, when you're flying as a passenger, you can actually see this view. It's really cool. I wish I could fly on an A380. That'd be amazing. And then we have the belly view facing the back. So basically, it's just like right by underneath the nose landing gear. Next, we just have like a drone kind of view. And then just like a nose view of the pilots. You can see that my HUD's down and co-pilot's is not. Let's actually get back to the cockpit. There we go. But yeah, I really like the Southwest livery. Just like the dark blue. It's probably one of my favorite like normal liveries. So this is a Dash 800, so it's obviously not gonna have the chevrons facing, like, you know, that reduce the noise. And then also another way to tell that this is a 737 next generation series is that you see how the top winglet curves up. Compare that to a just a normal 737 Max 8. It's just gonna be a little different in the sense that it's just gonna be like actually like straight. So if I pull up like a picture, hold on. Your it curves instead of being straight, and then this one's also a bit longer, but actually not that different. So basically it's just like less tilted and more actually in there. So you can hold up. I don't know, it's kind of small, but you can hopefully see that it, instead of it curving up, it just is like straight, which is pretty cool. And then also another way to tell is if you're in the cockpit. If you're in the cockpit, I'm not gonna pull up a picture, but basically the screens are bigger on each side. So like these screens are gonna extend to here, and they're just gonna be a bit bigger. So there's like, it's more electronic and less gauges, just to make it simpler for the pilots as well as the maintainers. I find that pretty cool. And then we got our lights right here. Basically these are like the landing lights, the runway lights, the APU, engines, and then like all the outdoor lights are right here. Got a compass right here. And we also have one right here. And then we also have, this is basically the main autopilot system. The only autopilots I actually use, like how I turn it on, it's just autopilot A, and then I select my altitude, and then I select my vertical speed rate, how fast we climb, and then I turn on lateral navigation, LNAV, so the left to right, side to side kind of movement. And then actually I should turn on my speed, so I'm kind of not, well actually yeah, I'm actually going a bit slow, but I don't really care about the speed right now. We have the lights for right here. See when I turn it up, see how it's getting a little brighter from right here. If I turn it up all the way to the max, and then I turn it all the way down, see how they get a little dimmer. And then the floodlight is just basically this one right here, the light right under here. So if I turn that all the way down, see how it turns like not really that dark, that light. We have fuel pump systems, more generators, windshield wipers, and then back here, this is pretty important, the panel light control. So you see when I turn it down, like the labels get not as bright, but when I turn it up, they get brighter. So that's pretty neat to have if it's like a bit dark, and it actually adds some light to the cabin, which is pretty nice. And we have our HUD right here, and then here's a tip. Instead of having to click right here to hide it, you can just click right here, and then it'll put it up or down. And then obviously we have our throttle, our flaps, our speed brake, parking brake, engine, like what allows the fuel through to the engines, more floodlight brightness. So if I'm to turn this up all the way, if I'm to turn it up all the way, you can see how it's like in the general area, the lights are kind of making the area a bit brighter. And then the panel brightness. Panel brightness is actually just the labels, just like the above one. That's basically what that is. And then, yeah, that's about all that I use. Also the FMC, which is pretty hard to get used to. I actually had to watch some tutorials, but after a while you get it, and it's pretty simple and you never forget it. Yeah, you know, it'd be super cool if you could actually like open the window. Like you could pull this thing. This is actually what the pilots used to open the window in real life. They pull that and it slides all the way back. You can see the rails right here. So this is the captain's seat, and this is the co-pilot seat. So first officer sits here, and the captain sits right here. So that's all for that. Yeah. And once you land, you turn on the landing lights. HUD brightness right here. More of your fuel pump systems. And then obviously got the iPad. I actually turned it down because it gets a little bit too bright when you're flying during the night. But I'm actually not flying live weather. I mean, this is live weather from Miami or Florida, from Eternal Real Time. It's gonna be this. Can't see a thing, so I don't really fly unless I really want to like see how pilots see from the live weather. But I'll have it at like 3 o'clock p.m. Yeah, this is about 3 o'clock p.m. So yeah, you can press this button to start the clock down here. You can see it's just working like a normal clock, like a timer kind of thing. So now I'm wondering if you can actually go to right here, because in like the Cessnas, there's like a little button that you can press to talk to ATC. Like you just press like a button, like right here, except that's not it. You press it, and it actually allows you to communicate with the air traffic controllers. I'm not sure if that's a modeled in here though. I'm wondering what the 176 is for. Like you can switch the numbers as well. So like it's 423 now. I don't know what that's used for, but yeah, very good plane model for the flight simulator. It's very detailed. Almost all the buttons work. You know, I can spin that, can crank that. You know, almost all these buttons work, except for the circuit breakers. Can we even open the door? That's my question. Let's see if I get closer. No, I don't think so, but there's a jump seat right here that you can open. And if you open this as well, this is actually the landing gear. So if you pull this will like automatically put the landing gear down, but I'm not gonna actually do that because that they don't really reset. That's for like emergencies only. So obviously not an emergency right here. But yeah, we've reached our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet on our way to Charlotte. But yeah, that's about all. Just a test to see if this microphone works or not. But yeah.